Namaskar. We are deeply honored to host the 28th Conference of Speakers and Presiding Officers of the Commonwealth, a forum that strengthens democratic institutions through dialogue, cooperation, and shared values. On this occasion, it is my honor to welcome Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji. Honorable Speaker of the Lok Sabha, Shri Om Birla ji. Dr. Tulia Axon, President, Interparliamentary Union. Dr. Christopher Kalila, Chairperson, Commonwealth Parliamentary Association. And Shri Harivansh, Deputy Chairman, Rajya Sabha. On behalf of the Government of India, I extend a warm welcome to the speakers and presiding officers and respected parliamentarians of the Commonwealth and distinguished guests. This historic hall is a symbol of India's constitutional journey, and today it bears witness to this largest ever CSPOC conference, a confluence of parliamentary wisdom from across the Commonwealth with the sole objective of strengthening parliamentary democracy and empowering the democratic institutions. May I now invite Shri Harivansh ji, Honorable Deputy Chairman of the Rajya Sabha, to kindly deliver the welcome remarks.
Honorable Prime Minister Adharaniya Narendra Modi ji, Honorable Speaker Lok Sabha and Chairperson of 20th CSPOC Shri Om Birla ji, Honorable President IPU Dr. Tulia Axon ji, Honorable Chairperson of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association Dr. Christopher Kalila ji, Honorable Speakers and Presiding Officers of the Parliaments of Commonwealth countries, Excellencies, Honorable Ministers, Government of India, Honorable Presiding Officers from States Legislatures in India, Honorable Members of Parliament India, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen. Namaskar, good morning. It's my great privilege and honor to extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to all of you to this historic Central Hall of the Parliament of India. An edifice that stands as a living symbol of India's democratic journey, constitutional values and parliamentary traditions. We are deeply honored by the presence of, apart from the President IPU and the Chairperson of CPA, a galaxy of speakers and presiding officers from across the Commonwealth, representing diverse nations, cultures and parliamentary systems. Yet we are united by a shared commitment to democracy, the rule of law and representative governance. Excellencies, your presence here today reaffirms the enduring bonds of friendship and cooperation that connect our family of nations. My sincere gratitude to the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji for gracing the opening ceremony, which reflects his deepest commitment to the values of parliamentary democracy. This Central Hall has been witness to many defining moments in India's history. From deliberations of the Constituent Assembly that gave birth to our Constitution to historic address by global leaders. It's therefore especially meaningful that this hall today hosts distinguished custodians of parliamentary democracy from across the world. India's parliamentary system draws strength from age-old tradition of dialogue, debate and dissent. Values that are central to a true democracy. Representative and deliberative bodies of India have existed and flourished for millennium. Your presence here from different regions of the globe reinforces the India's guiding philosophy of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, world is one family. Forums such as the CSPOC provide an important opportunity to exchange experiences, share best practices and collectively reflect on evolving challenges facing democratic institutions, be it in strengthening legislative oversight, enhancing inclusivity, embracing technology or deepening public trust in democratic processes. As presiding officers, we play a pivotal role in upholding the dignity of legislatures, ensuring fairness in proceedings, and safeguarding democratic norms. Your leadership is central to nurturing vibrant, responsive, and futuristic parliaments that truly reflect the aspirations of the people they serve. We hope that interactions during this conference will further strengthen parliamentary cooperation, foster mutual learning, and contribute meaningfully to the advancement of democratic governance across our nations. On behalf of the Parliament of India, I once again extend a warm welcome to all distinguished delegates. May your stay in India be comfortable, enriching, and memorable. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you, Honorable Deputy Chairman Shri Harivanshi, for your gracious opening remarks. Excellencies, may I now invite Dr. Christopher Kalila, Chairperson of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association, to address this distinguished gathering. Please welcome Dr. Christopher Kalila.
The Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi, the Honorable Speaker of the Lok Sabha, Shri Omri Bila, the Deputy Chairperson of the Rajya Sabha, Shri Harivanish Nayaran Singh, the IPU President, my colleague, Honorable Dr. Tulia Aksan, Speakers and Presiding Officers, colleagues, members of Parliament, if there are any in the House, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Namaste, good morning. Let me begin by expressing how delighted I am to address this 28th Conference of Speakers and Presiding Officers of the Commonwealth here in Delhi. And Mr. Chairman, on behalf of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association, I would like to extend my deep and sincere gratitude to the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi for gracing this occasion, and also to the Speaker and Parliament and the people of India for their warm hospitality. I speak here as a Member of Parliament from Zambia, as a matter of fact, a backbencher. It is wonderful to be hosted in this historic city, which has long been a center of democratic dialogue and parliamentary tradition. As a parliamentarian, I am an avid reader of a book entitled Parliamentary Practice and Procedure by Kul and Shakda, which focuses on the Lok Sabha. Alongside that, I'm also an avid reader of Eskin May, which focuses on the House of Commons. It's great to see the Speaker of the House of Commons here this morning. This is a book about the functioning of the Lok Sabha. It's widely used in the Commonwealth. I'm therefore honored to step in the Lok Sabha today. Indeed, it is an honor to be in India, the biggest democracy in the world, also known as the mother of democracy. The Commonwealth, as many of you may be aware, is home to more than 2.6 billion people, and half of these live in India. It is therefore befitting that today we are meeting here in India. Honorable Prime Minister Danvaya, thank you very much for hosting us here. This conference brings together those entrusted with the stewardship of our parliaments, and as speakers and presiding officers, as has already been alluded to, you play a vital role in upholding constitutional order, safeguarding parliamentary independence, and ensuring that our institutions remain effective, inclusive, and respected by the citizens that we serve. At a time of rapid political and social and technological change, that responsibility has never been greater. Across the Commonwealth, our parliaments, as some of you may know, are facing shared challenges, among others, declining public trust and harnessing the benefits of technological advancements while mitigating the risks they pose and growing pressures on the security and well-being of members of Parliament and parliamentary staff. On behalf of more than 17,000 parliamentarians across the Commonwealth, I want to be the first one to appreciate you this morning and to say thank you to all of you, the speakers and the presiding officers, for the work that you continue to do, to serve, to mentor, to preside, to be arbiters over the affairs of parliaments in the Commonwealth. Indeed, I say thank you. And coming from the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association Secretariat, we are only there to save you. The CPA belongs to you. It belongs to you, and I'm saying thank you because you have kept it going. And with the changing political order, please continue to hold the CPA together, as you have always done. You vote out budgets, you send us on these trips, we come to meetings. If you do not do that, there would be no CPA. So you are the CPA, and thank you to see all of you in record numbers as I'm seeing this morning. Yet we also see remarkable innovation and resilience in many of you. Across the Commonwealth, legislators are strengthening public engagement through digital outreach, youth parliaments and civic education programs, modernizing procedures by introducing hybrid sittings, electronic voting and enhanced committee scrutiny, and reforming institutional practices to improve transparency, inclusion and responsiveness. These adaptations demonstrate how Commonwealth parliaments continue to evolve while remaining firmly grounded in core democratic values. This conference, therefore, provides a unique and valuable space for honest and extensive exchange. It allows us to learn from one another's experiences, to share best practices, to reflect collectively on how we can better serve our citizens in the Commonwealth, which is a club of friends brought together by deepening democratic values, as we have been informed by the previous speaker. The discussions over the forthcoming days will address issues that go beyond national boundaries and speak to the health of parliamentary democracy across our Commonwealth. The CPA remains committed to supporting CSPOC in this work through cooperation, capacity building and the sharing of knowledge across our diverse membership. I encourage all participants in this week's program to engage openly and constructively and to take full advantage of the collective wisdom that subsists in this room. I further want to emphasize that speakers and presiding officers are the glue that holds CPA together. Their commitment and dedication to the work of the CPA is what drives and keeps the CPA relevant among its member parliaments at a global stage. It is through your commitment, our speakers and presiding officers, that subscriptions are paid, that your parliaments participate in CPA conferences, capacity building, etc., etc. Your role, therefore, in CPA is indeed invaluable. On this note, I wish you a productive and successful conference, and once again, I thank our hosts, particularly Prime Minister Modi, for the highest political will to come and attend this conference. Thank you very much. Dhanyavad. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Kalila, for your insightful reflections and also for reaffirming the spirit of parliamentary cooperation within the Commonwealth. Excellencies, I now have the honor of inviting Dr. Tulia Axon, President of the Inter-Parliamentary Union, to address the conference.
Your Excellencies, Honorable Speakers, Presiding Officers, distinguished colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. Let me also join my colleague who has just left the podium to thank the Indian authorities, primarily the Prime Minister, but also the Speaker of the Lok Sabha for their hospitality. We have been very well received. Thank you so much. It is a great pleasure to be here in New Delhi with you for the opening of the 28th Conference of Speakers and Presiding Officers of the Commonwealth. I am very pleased to see so many of you and some familiar faces, including colleagues who we met recently at the World Conference of Speakers of Parliament in Geneva last July. I am honored to be here representing the Interparliamentary Union, the global organization of parliaments. For more than 130 years, the IPU has believed in parliamentary diplomacy and in the role of parliaments in promoting peace, democracy, sustainable development, and so many other issues. I am also grateful to our hosts for bringing us together at such an important moment. Dear colleagues, dear friends, we meet at a critical moment. The year 2026 has begun with concerning developments that put forth a painful reminder of how fragile and uncertain the international environment has become. At the international level, multilateralism is increasingly judged not by the values it upholds, but by how quickly it reacts or how visible its actions appear. Patience, compromise, and long-term cooperation often struggle to compete with demands for immediate results. Quiet diplomacy, careful negotiation, and consensus building can seem slow in a world that rewards urgency and spectacle, even though these are precisely the qualities that have sustained international cooperation over time. Similar doubts are being cast on democracy itself. Many citizens question whether democratic institutions can still respond effectively to their concerns, whether they can deliver fairness, stability, and opportunity in a rapidly changing world. When expectations rise faster than institutions can adapt, frustration grows. And when trust weakens, the very foundations of democratic life begin to feel uncertain. These pressures are not separate. They mirror one another. The doubts we hear about multilateralism on the global stage echo the doubts we hear about democracy at home. In both cases, institutions are expected to move faster, to be more visible, to deliver immediate answers. And in both cases, the quieter work of dialogue, procedure, and compromise is too often and too easily mistaken for weakness. This is why, dear colleagues, dear friends, our meeting here matters, and matters now. Conferences like this, one sits precisely at the intersection of these pressures. As speakers and presiding officers, you operate where domestic democracy meets international cooperation. You confront the same forces that challenge both multilateralism and democracy alike, namely polarization, technological disruption, declining trust in institutions, and rising expectations from our constituents. Over many years, I have seen how IPU assemblies bring together parliaments from every region and tradition, with 183 member parliaments, and still counting. We are truly a global organization. And again, we are reminded that while our contexts may differ, our challenges are increasingly shared. This is what gives real value to gatherings such as this one. They allow us to listen to one another, to exchange experiences, and to learn how others are navigating these difficult times. In other words, they give us the space to step back from our daily responsibilities and reflect on the deeper meaning of parliamentary leadership, because common problems require common solutions. The topics we will talk about in the next few days are very important. We will discuss intelligence, social media, citizen participation, and the well-being and security of our members in our parliaments, but also staff. All these things make us ask the basic question: how can we make sure that democratic institutions stay strong and trusted in a world that is changing so fast? But I think, dear colleagues, dear friends, that this is also a question that reaches beyond our national institutions and speaks directly to the international order we are part of. As the conference begins, I hope it offers not only reflection, but also direction of where we would want to go, considering the challenges that we go through, that the world is facing, and what we have just witnessed at the beginning of this year. I look forward, dear colleagues, to the discussions ahead and to the insights that we will shape together, that are going to shape the entire parliamentary community of the world. And IPU is ready to listen, to learn, and to take at IPU what we will hear, what we will learn from here. I thank you for listening.
Thank you, Dr. Jackson, for your thoughtful address and also for emphasizing the importance of strengthening the bridge between the global parliamentary institutions. Ladies and gentlemen, may I now request Shri Om Birla Ji, Honorable Speaker of the Lok Sabha and Chairperson of the 28th CSPOC, to deliver his address.
राष्ट्रमंडल देशों के 28वें संसदीय सम्मेलन के उद्घाटन समारोह में भारत के इस ऐतिहासिक संविधान सदन में आईपीयू की प्रेसिडेंट, सीपीए के चेयरपर्सन, राष्ट्रमंडल देशों की संसदों के पीठासीन अधिकारीगण, भारत सरकार के माननीय मंत्रीगण, राज्य विधानमंडल के अध्यक्षगण, माननीय संसद सदस्यगण, सम्मानित अतिथियों, मैं आपका हार्दिक अभिनंदन स्वागत करता हूं। इस गरिमामय अवसर पर भारत के प्रधानमंत्री माननीय नरेंद्र मोदी जी की उपस्थिति हम सबके लिए विशेष गौरव का विषय है। आपके दूरदर्शी नेतृत्व में लाए जा रहे नए रिफॉर्म के कारण भारत विश्व की सबसे तेजी से बढ़ती हुई अर्थव्यवस्था बन रहा है। आपका नेतृत्व वैश्विक चुनौतियों का निर्णायक समाधान दे रहा है और आपके नेतृत्व के लिए दुनिया आपकी ओर देख रही है। दुनिया के सबसे बड़े लोकतंत्र, मदर ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी कहे जाने वाले भारत में लोकतांत्रिक संवाद, सहयोग और साझा मूल्यों को सुदृढ़ करने के उद्देश्य से आज हम यहां एकत्र हुए हैं। जहां हम संसदीय लोकतंत्र की सर्वोत्तम प्रथाओं, नई पहलों और अनुभव को साझा करेंगे। हमारी संसद की 7 दशकों से अधिक यात्रा में हमने जन केंद्रित नीतियों और कल्याणकारी कानूनों के निर्माण से लोकतंत्र को सशक्त किया है तथा हमारी निष्पक्ष निर्वाचन पद्धति ने भारत के प्रत्येक नागरिक की लोकतंत्र में भागीदारी सुनिश्चित की है। इससे लोकतंत्र के प्रति लोगों की आस्था बढ़ी है। संसद और सरकार के साझे प्रयासों से हमने कई अनावश्यक कानूनों को हटाया है, नए कल्याणकारी कानून बनाए, जनता की अपेक्षाओं के अनुसार नीतियां बनाई है। इसका परिणाम है कि आज हम विकसित और आत्मनिर्भर राष्ट्र के निर्माण के लक्ष्य की ओर मजबूती से बढ़ रहे हैं। माननीय प्रतिनिधिगण, राष्ट्रमंडल देशों के इस संसदीय परिवार में विभिन्न देशों के पीठासीन अधिकारियों को वैश्विक महत्व के वर्तमान मुद्दों पर एक साथ लाने की क्षमता है। आज विश्व अभूतपूर्व तकनीकी परिवर्तन के दौर से गुजर रहा है। एआई और सोशल मीडिया ने लोकतांत्रिक संस्थाओं की दक्षता और कार्यकुशलता को बढ़ाया है, लेकिन इनके दुरुपयोग से गलत सूचना, साइबर अपराध और सामाजिक विभाजन जैसी गंभीर चुनौतियां भी हमारे सामने है। यह हमारा सामूहिक दायित्व है कि हम इन चुनौतियों पर गंभीरता से विचार कर उसका उचित समाधान निकालें। इथिकल एआई और प्रामाणिक और जवाबदेही सोशल मीडिया आज की आवश्यकता है। मुझे आशा है इस सम्मेलन में हम महत्वपूर्ण वैश्विक मुद्दे पर गहन चर्चा करेंगे और ठोस नीतिगत निर्णय भी लिए जाएंगे ताकि लोकतांत्रिक संस्थाओं में एआई और सोशल मीडिया के आदर्श उपयोग की कार्य योजना तैयार कर सकें। मुझे खुशी है भारत की संसद और विधान मंडलों में एआई का उपयोग बढ़ रहा है और उन्हें हम पेपरलेस भी बना रहे हैं और टेक्नोलॉजी के उपयोग से हमने अपनी सभी विधायी संस्थाओं को एक डिजिटल प्लेटफॉर्म से जोड़ने की पारदर्शिता नई मिसाल की है। माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के मार्गदर्शन में हमने देश की सारी विधान मंडलों को एक प्लेटफॉर्म पर ला दिया है। इस सम्मेलन में हम पीठासीन अधिकारियों की निष्पक्षता और न्याय संगतता पर और जनता में संसदों की विश्वसनीयता बढ़ाने पर भी चर्चा करेंगे। हमारी प्राथमिकता ये होनी चाहिए